meet in the field that will start from the one hole. Cool Coleman, trained by Nick Zito.
Of course, Zito's best 3-year-old was considered to be Warpass, last year's Breeders' Cup Juvenile winner and 2-year-old champion. He's injured, and now Cool Coleman, the Fountain of Youth winner, one of Zito's substitutes.
And just to his outside tail of EKATI, named for owner Charles Fipke's Canadian diamond mine. He hopes he's got a jewel here.
Yeah, trained by Barclay Tag of Funny Side fame. Funny Side, the 2003 Derby winner. Tail of EKATI beat Warpass in the Wood Memorial.
ANAK NAKAL starts from the third gate. It's Indonesian for a mischievous child to name.
Zito's other horse, along with Cool Coleman, they were going to run in the Derby probably, even if Warpass was in there as well. But ANAK NAKAL has not had a good 3-year-old season so far.
Breaking from the fourth gate is Court Vision, trained by the Hall of Famer Bill Mott.
Might be the best horse trainer in America. And Bill Mott is putting blinkers on Court Vision for the first time, hoping to wake him up a little bit. It did in a workout. They're hoping it'll do the same Saturday.
20 years ago, a filly won the Derby, winning colors. 8 Bells, the first to enter this century.
And winning colors also happened to be a big gray, just like 8 Bells. 8 Bells, a different running style, but she has been sensational against fillies.
Z Fortune, trained by Steve Asmussen, second in the Arkansas Derby.
Steve Asmussen, of course, also the trainer of Horse of the Year, Curlin. Robbie Albarado, Curlin's regular jockey, is riding Z Fortune, who was wide in the Arkansas Derby, ran very well.
Big Truck comes from the 7th gate. He's the grandson of Gopher Jen, the former Derby champ.
You got Big Brown and you got Big Truck. Barclay
Big Brown Truck.
Other horse. The Tampa Bay Derby winner, and then disappointed in the Bluegrass along with others.
Visionaire, running for Michael Matz of Barbaro fame.
This is a horse that has a nice stretch running kick, and he is a long shot chance here. He won the Gotham Stakes, and he was running fastest of all through the lane in the Bluegrass.
And you're concerned that 3 weeks between those two races might not be enough for that horse. Here's Pyro, the only millionaire in graded stakes earnings.
And what do you make of Pyro? So impressive in the Risen Star in the Louisiana Derby. So lackluster in the Bluegrass. Which Pyro are we going to see?
Right in the middle, last horse to load will be Colonel John.
Trained by Owen Hardy, who will have his first Derby starter with Colonel John, but he's been to the Derby before as an assistant with Bob Baffert, so he knows the ropes around here.
Z Humor breaks from the 11th gate. Renee Douglas will be aboard.
One of 2 in the field, Z Fortune being the other one. You get the common thread there. Ahmed Zayat, the Egyptian, the owner of both horses. Z Humor, 3rd in the Illinois Derby, will be a big long shot.
And one of the compelling stories in the Derby, 70-year-old trainer Benny Stutz makes his Derby debut with smooth air.
A lifetime thrill for Benny. His wife won't let him say the words Kentucky Derby around the house. He's got to speak in initials, KD. Second to Big Brown in Florida.
Bob Blackjack holds the world record in 6 furlongs. He's going to have to go a little bit farther than that.
Second to Colonel John in the Santa Anita Derby, and in my opinion, the only horse in the race besides Big Brown that's a true, real speed horse.
Todd Fletcher 0 for 19 at the Kentucky Derby. Here's one of his horses, Mamba.
And Fletcher was 0 for the Triple Crown, of course, until Rags to Riches won the Belmont last year. Mamba, the Bluegrass winner. But that was on synthetics. Will it transfer to dirt?
Adriano, the Lanes End winner, coming off Polytrack as well. One of the themes this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a very commonly heard theme. It is already. Adriano visually very impressive in the Lanes End on Polytrack, but not as impressive at all on dirt in the Fountain of Youth.
And finally, Dennis of Court can exhale. He's in the Derby.
Number 21 for the longest period of time until Lexington winner behind at the bar dropped out. Now Dennis of Cork in the starting field. And Calvin Burrell has a mount, the jockey of Street Sense last year.
From the 17-hole, Cowboy Cal, Todd Fletcher's second horse, John Velasquez aboard.
A photo finish loser in the Bluegrass, so Fletcher ran 1-2 in that race with Mamba and Cowboy Cal. Cowboy Cal, though, his best races have been on synthetics or grass.
From the 18th spot, recapture the glory for Louis Roussel and Ronnie Lamar.
It's going to be a fun week with those two. It always is. They're trying to recapture the glory that was Risen Star 20 years ago in '88. He won the Preakness and Belmont for those same 2 guys.
And next to the outside is Gallego, running for the Cuban-born owners Carlos Jewell and Jose Prieto.
Mike Smith, who rode Giacomo, will be aboard Gallego, who has a different running style than the come from behind her Giacomo. He'll be up somewhere close to the lead.
And on the outside, the big favorite, Big Brown.
He could have had 18, 19, They chose post 20. What do you think about it? Is there really that much difference between 18, 19, and 20? I think not. He deserves to be the favorite.
Some think so, some think not. Here is the field and the way they'll line up and the morning line odds. And you look at the draw now, and you say it doesn't matter for Big Brown. For whom does it matter right now, the draw?
Well, I happen to believe that the draw, and now that we've done the show yesterday, is perhaps the most overrated part of Derby Week. I think its importance is greatly overstated. For example, Colonel John has what's considered to be a perfect post in 10, but it's not going to be so perfect if the horse in post 11 makes a left turn coming out of the gate. Then it's going to be the worst spot of all. So there's a lot of luck involved. Big Brown from post 20 has speed. The other speed is to his inside, and I don't think it's that bad of a deal for him.